Urgent, Commanders fan. Look at what just happened. Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we bring you daily videos with the latest Commanders news, and don't forget to turn on notifications, so you don't miss anything. Dream home run Commanders trade option just fell into Adam Peters' lap. If the Commanders weren't Allen already, they would be after this. The Washington Commanders have been active in the trade market this offseason. Adam. Peters is aggressive and left no stone unturned in pursuit of proving last season's heroics weren't just a flash in the pan. If he feels like another could help this up-and-coming franchise, the front office leader won't hesitate despite limited capital right now. One notable development should have the Commanders' attention. According to Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero from the NFL Network, the Miami Dolphins are looking to part ways with all-pro cornerback Jalen Ramsey. The respected insiders revealed that both parties are working on a potential transaction, and it wouldn't be a surprise to see him land elsewhere. In the coming days or weeks, Commanders should inquire about potential Jalen Ramsey trade compensation. This is a stunning development. The Dolphins might have struggled of late, but Ramsey remains one of the league's best corners. His coverage capabilities are elite, and the player's ability against the run is something else that could help the Commanders enormously in this scenario. Miami has already paid Ramsey his $4 million roster bonus. This means that any team willing to come forward will take on around $21 million on his contract next season. It might be a step too far for Washington, but it wouldn't hurt to place a call to find out one way or another. There are financial implications beyond 2025 to consider, but Peters could work around that by restructuring Ramsey's contract in this scenario. It's a tempting proposition, but it's an unlikely one. The Commanders have already made one big splash in the cornerback trade market. Peters shelled out substantial resources to acquire Marshon Lattimore from the New Orleans Saints before the 2024 deadline. His immediate impact wasn't felt nearly enough, but it's also worth remembering that the four-time Pro Bowler was dealing with a hamstring injury. Miami might be willing to let Ramsey go, but they won't be giving him away. This would take a day 2 pick and potentially more. Peters should inquire, even if it ends with the Commanders being priced out when push comes to shove. Adding Ramsey would be a game changer. His credentials need no introduction, but the player's contract could put off some willing suitors. This would be a home run hit by the Commanders. However, it's not always that simple. It's not Madden. Everything has a tipping point. Peters has exhausted every trade angle, at least from the outside looking in. The Commanders have faith in Lattimore with a full offseason to get healthy and become more familiar with the defensive scheme. They also have Mike Sainristil, Noah Igbinoghene, and two-time Super Bowl winner Jonathan Jones to depend upon. If another cornerback joins the ranks, it'll likely be via the 2025 NFL Draft. That could mean the Commanders don't show any interest. But Peters has already proven that nothing can be ruled out under his leadership. Pausing this news just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest Commanders news to you, it's very important that you leave a like on this video. Thanks, now let's get back to the news. Trade Prediction sends $118 million All-Pro. CB to Commanders from AFC East. If the Washington Commanders want to be Super Bowl contenders on more than paper, there needs to be some room for ruthless moves. One of those moves should be to move quickly and see if there's a way to bring 7-time Pro Bowl cornerback and 2-time NFL All-Pro Jalen Ramsey to Washington via trade after NFL. Com's Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero reported that Ramsey and the Miami Dolphins were looking at trade options. The Dolphins and 7-time Pro Bowl CB Jalen Ramsey are mutually set to explore trade options, and it wouldn't be a surprise if he played elsewhere in 2025 per me and Tom Pelissero. Rappaport wrote on his official X account on April 15th, Miami and Ramsey due 25. I'm fully guaranteed this season, could be parting ways. While there is no firm deadline on a possible trade with the NFL Draft 9 days away, completing a trade prior to the draft would make sense if only so Miami can use the pick or picks they would acquire for Ramsey. Getting Ramsey would require not just one move, but likely a series of moves. The first of those would be freeing up salary cap space to get Ramsey and his 25. $1 million salary on the books, which would likely mean cutting veteran cornerback Marshon Lattimore and saving $16 million in salary cap space. Then, there's what Ramsey brings back in a trade. In this case, the Dolphins want a draft pick, which the Commanders only have 5 of this year, In this case, Ramsey would still be worth giving up their 2025 fourth-round pick, number 128 overall. The Dolphins would also likely want a player in return for Ramsey. Lattimore might be an option, as could second-year wide receiver Luke McCaffrey. What the Commanders would get in Ramsey was the number 5 overall pick in the 2016 NFL Draft by the Jacksonville Jaguars out of Florida State and has been one of the NFL's dominant cornerbacks over the last decade. While he might not be in his prime anymore, Ramsey likely has a few seasons left of being a dominant NFL cornerback. He also helped the Los Angeles Rams win a Super Bowl following the 2021 season. This would be the third time that Ramsey has forced his way off a team. He forced a trade to the Rams in 2019 and became the highest-paid defensive back in NFL history when he signed a 5-year, $100 million contract extension in September 2020. The Rams traded Ramsey to the Dolphins in March 2023, and he signed a 3-year, $72.3 million contract extension in September 2024. Ramsey has $118.2 million in career earnings headed into the 2025 season. Commanders made big move for Lattimore in 2024. The Commanders made a big move to get Lattimore at the 2024 NFL trade deadline, giving up a 2025 third-round pick, 2025 fourth-round pick, and 2025 sixth-round pick in exchange for the 4-time Pro Bowl cornerback and a 2025 fifth-round pick. It's hard to say Lattimore has been worth what the Commanders gave up for him. He only played 2 regular season games due to hamstring issues and didn't have an interception in 5 games, including the Commanders' run to the NFC Championship game. New quarterback shown the love by Commanders. The Washington Commanders created a sense of family during the 2024 season when they reached the NFC Championship game. This was the product of the coaching staff instilling a feeling of camaraderie amongst the players. When Josh Johnson signed with the Commanders this week, a return from where he played in 2018, he did not just rejoin a team, he stepped into a family. The facility was more than just a building, it was a home. When he arrived home on Friday, Johnson was overwhelmed. The energy was crazy this morning, totally shocked me and my family. It was very welcome, just very welcoming, Johnson said. The building is still similar, but it's a lot different nuances going on. I am really excited just to be back here and ready to get better. JJ has 9 career starts and only tasted victory from his efforts on one occasion. It came in 2018 as a member of the old Washington Redskins in a Week 15 victory over Jacksonville. A lot of things have changed for the team since Johnson donned the colors last, and he is probably going to enjoy this team more than the other Washington team he was on. This team has a cohesive coaching staff with a proven track record. Dan Quinn has assembled a tremendous staff, which includes offensive coordinator Cliff Kingsbury, who Johnson is familiar with and is looking forward to learning from. He already sees the relationship between Kingsbury and starting quarterback Jalen Daniels, who improved as the season went along. Marcus Mariota resigned with the Commanders as their backup quarterback, but Johnson is part of the deal too, a good deal for all involved. And now, Commanders fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't know if you know this, but your opinion matters a lot for Commanders. I'll be back any moment with more Commanders news. We want Dallas.